Well, they found the pasture. Guarantee you they're as happy as a pig in sunshine. Let's go check them out. This is the part of farming that we don't like to talk about. Is death. When we have a cow die and we can't explain why. It's a little bit easier for us to understand when we can put a reason to it, but when you can't put a reason to it, you just bum fund it. Anyway, we had this heifer, first time mama, ready to have a calf. She'd been in labor, had the calf, couldn't find the calf. So either she had it in a creek, it drowned, predator got it, kitty cat, coyote, whatever. Couldn't find hide nor hair of it. And that cow, that mama cow, has been going downhill ever since. So I figured she was depressed. She could have caught an infection. Who knows? Well, she passed away today. Of course, guess what? My husband left for work this morning at 4 o'clock. Living on a farm, I wouldn't say you become calloused. You just learn the facts of life straight on. And yes, we did do everything we knew to do. Just in some cases, it's just not feasible, or it just doesn't make sense to go in the hole. I mean, this is a working farm. Some live, some die. It doesn't make it any easier. Just go on to the next day. As you can see, we have them trained very well. They get 2 bottles each every morning and 1 bottle each every night, and they are up to a pound of grain at night time. And I give them a little grain in the morning. I also put a little over a teaspoon, probably about a teaspoon and a half of cod liver oil in 1 bottle for each of them every morning. That's supposed to help with their joints and stuff. They're growing like weeds. JD has already finished his bottle, but he's just gonna have to wait until Butter finishes his, which he's now finished. We were doing them on different nipples. Like Butter was getting the screw top ones and JD was getting the snap-on ones. But now they pretty much suck the same. So we give them the same type of nipples at the same time, and that way they finish about the same time. And again, we buy the Land O'Lakes milk replacer. They've done really, really well on it. It's just so expensive. We're going through a 50-pound sack about every 2 weeks. And that is one reason I'm shooting to get a milk cow this summer. You're finished. They're both finished, so I'm gonna go get them a pound of grain. Butter. Get out of your grain. I've been feeding it to them by hand, and that's what they're used to. But I was gonna give it to them in their little lid here off those tubs. But apparently in the morning they like to be hand fed. Well, excuse you. So I'm out here in my raised beds and I'm fixing to do some tending to. Our English peas have grown very well. They are loaded, and I'll show you the little pods that come up on them. Them little suckers are hard to find, but I found one the other day and I took a picture of it and sent it to my husband. Now you watch, I won't be able to find that little sucker. Found it. See? Tiny little English pea. I'm so proud of that. I haven't really found any more. But then again, I really haven't had time to look. I don't know if any of you have grown English peas, but these things are tender. Their vines break super, super easy, so you have to be very careful when tucking them. These are my park whoppers. I have a bloom there. And we do panels. My uncle taught us how to do that. They do really good and they get a lot of air. Ooh, I see another bloom. You see that? Oh, that's good. They look really good. They're looking really good. And as they grow, I weave them through the panel. Now you see this right here? The ones that grow, let me see if I can get you a better picture. You have the main stem, and then you have the little branch that comes off. The little sucker that comes right in the middle, pinch them off. I don't like my plant's energy to go into all that. So I pick those off. And I just they haven't really gotten yet to where you can weave them, but they're getting there. They're on that first top part. So I'm gonna go through here and pick those off and weave them. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 tomato plants. I have 12 in this one and 4 in my other one. So I'm gonna get going on that because I have some bread in the oven that I have about 10 minutes left on, and I've got to go take that out and then I'll come back out here. They've started grabbing. You'll see where that one is grabbing on, and this one's soon to grab on. You just want to make sure, you see how like this one is growing out and it's grabbing on the end of this one. I'm gonna undo this and I'm gonna tuck it as gently as possible in there, and it will grab onto another plant on up in there and go further up instead of out. So let me get busy.
fixing to be making a bird nest. That's what my mama called it when we were kids. Got church, and I don't need my stomach growling. So the first thing you're gonna do is slice some bread. This is out of the bread I made. I do it a little
garden tilled, especially
less than
up and down the string.
Probably about a half an inch.
Side dress them.
I like it a little thick.
And the fertilizer
get your cookie cutter and go straight 13.
down. I'll side dress it down the side.
There's your
and then when
circle.
I get that
that's just
done,
extra.
I'm going to get this
Here's your bird
thing
nest.
that my dog
in the meantime, get your pan getting hot.
It's like a double-sided hoe.
And then I like to butter my bread. You can butter your pan.
For if you see a weed,
I just like to butter my bread.
Cuts underneath it.
Seems to get a better toast
and
on
then
it.
The next step would be to sprinkle dyed tomaceous earth over my string beans.
Get that butter, and then I'm gonna butter my little circle
on my leaves. I want
to. And yes, I like a lot of butter
before it gets too
bad. The pan's pretty hot,
and
so I'm gonna put the butter side down.
Because it'll get on my tomato plants, which is wonderful. And
I'm gonna put the butter side down on my circle.
To use Epsom
and then I'm gonna scrape some more butter off my
I use about a tablespoon per big plant,
and just kind of
or a little half
spread it around. My butter's just a little bit harder than what I like.
And then when I got that chore done, I have household chores to do.
I got too busy.
So I'm going to be hanging out my freshly washed linens.
Not working
and
cows,
it brings back
tending to
memories of when I
everything.
was a kid. Nothing smells better.
All right, now I'm going to butter my circle. I'm going to let it toast on that one side. I got me an egg. So when that gets toasted, I'm going to flip it. Y'all see this spatula? Flipper, whatever you call it. This thing is 30 years old. Robinson Stainless USA. That is the only information I got out of this. I wish I could find another one. But anyway, let's check our bread. But you'll see it's getting toasty. That's when you flip it. Circle should be the same way. Perfect. You see the brownness? That's what I want. And then I'm going to give it just a little bit to start browning on that side. And I do not like a runny egg in my bird nest. I just don't like runny eggs, period. Let's just say it was a chicken snake with about 12 eggs in its stomach ruined it for me. All right, so I'm gonna crack my egg. And put it in my basket. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get my plate. We always serve our bird nest with jelly. So this is homemade mayhaw jelly. Just get me a little fork of it. Check my hole. Check my little, it's perfect. My mama always salted it. Delicious. So my egg in a basket. I'm gonna bust it. Like I said, I do not like it runny. Then I'm gonna slip my spatula under there and I'm gonna give it a quick flip. And then I'm gonna let the egg cook on that side. I will keep cooking this thing until that egg is done. If you like yours runny, feel free to take it off now. I just do not like it that way. All right, that's how I like it. I'm gonna take it out. Sprinkle just a tad bit of salt. And there you have it, my breakfast before church, a bird nest. Compliments of Linda McCartney teaching me. Thank you, Mama. I would appreciate it if y'all would like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell on the little description below. I'd greatly appreciate it trying to grow my channel. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.